A very good morning. Welcome to one and all present here to yet another edition of the GIIS Leadership Lecture Series. We also welcome the students from East Coast Campus, Balestier, and various campuses from across the world like Tokyo, Kuala Lumpur, and cities in India. It has been a fantastic experience for us so far, listening to the leaders of today's generation in our very own GIIS auditorium. Today, we feel extremely delighted to have with us ace tennis players of such international fame as Sania Mirza and Rohan Bopanna, who are role models for the present generation to emulate. We will learn from them how they made their career choices, strive for their goals in life, and drove their success stories. These youth icons will show us the way which every GIISian will tread to claim success.
We are having a tennis clinic with these notable tennis players. Our students are learning the skills of the game from the experts in the field. It's sunny and it's extremely thrilling for our friends downstairs.
Thank you. We shall now await until they come up to the auditorium.
You can feel the excitement already, yes? And as always, you should promise to be a wonderful audience. No hooting, but definitely we are going to applaud and we are going to show our excitement. Yeah. Whoa, we get to see it all, isn't it?
Put your hands together to welcome Sania Mirza and Rohan Bopanna. Miss Sania and Mr. Bopanna are India's top-ranking athletes, players who have put India on the map of the world in the field of tennis. Watching them play as doubles fills every game lover, Indian or not, with pride. It is our good fortune that we have them with us today to conduct a brief clinic with selected students of our tennis team.
Our lucky GIS
On the left
students.
court, we see Mr. Rohan Bopanna interacting
Mark
with
the
the
excitement on their faces.
tennis team. And on the right court, we have Miss Sania Mirza mingling with the students. As true sports stars, it's straight to action. Wow, I'm excited. For our players, a top player, Bhuvan Bansal, this is a golden opportunity.
So you're ready for a match out there.
Yes, children, do not hesitate. Come forward.
Yes.
Well done, boys. Bhuvan.
It's a wonderful weather outside. We can feel it in here.
Komal, give someone else a chance. I'm sure everybody in the team is dying for a chance to play with the players. Please, children, do come forward. Don't be shy.
Nice.
It's your golden moment. Yes, Shivani. Come forward, please. Pooja, next player, please.
Nice shot.
Shalaka.
Up. Good. Well done.
How excited she is picking up the ball.
Watch it. Up. Up.
Well, students, cheer for your friends as they go to the court. That's a good, strong stroke.
Good hitting. There you go. What's the ball? Nice. Up.
Everyone's so amazed to see the two players on court that I can't hear the students cheer, even their friends. Am I not dying of envy?
Nice. Good. Up. 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 Nice. Point. Up. Nice shot. I'm going there next time. Okay, Sania is going to make you move now. Watch the ball. Watch the ball. Watch the ball. Hit. Yeah, that's the way. Nice. Up, up. Nice. Slowly, slowly. Just control that forehand first. Then you get the pace later. Yeah, control that. That's the way. Nice. Up, up, up. Tennis is played in one bounce. No, okay. Come on, guys. Let's go, let's go. Watch that ball. Nice, that's the way. Come on. Good, very good. Good. Nice. Up. Great shot. Bad luck, bad luck.
Just 2 minutes to go before the clinic concludes.
Very nice. Get up, get up, get up. Good. Up, 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 up. Good. Well done. Well done. Who's next? Come on. What's the ball? What's the ball? Hit it now. That's the way. There you go. Keep watching the ball.
Well, we have to make this the final minute.
Sanadi, you want to sing a few minutes?
We request Ms. Mirza to give some tips to our players. Something they can cherish. Yeah, some final words, Sania, from you to our players, to our young players. Something they should keep in mind, some do's or don'ts.
I think there are a couple of very good players here. The green t-shirt. Green t-shirt? Yeah, he's really good. What's your name?
Come forward.
You're very good. How long have you been playing for?
Sania, the boy is stunned.
3? 3 years? That's pretty good for 3 years.
You need to play more. Professional tennis players, you have to play 4 or 5 hours a day.
Do you guys want to be professional tennis players? How many of you want to be professional? All of you. And you're all playing only 1 hour a day.
Okay, so y'all need to start changing that first.
They'll curse the teachers for that, Sania. Be kind.
I'm sure the teachers will let you play another hour.
Yeah.
As long as you're playing serious tennis, that's fine. As long as you don't come
Well,
here
with
and...
Mr. Bopanna looking into my eyes and telling me that, I will pass the message to all the teachers.
The teachers, as long as the kids are playing serious tennis, I think you should let them come out here and practice. If they're having fun, take them back to class.
No, but on a very serious note, I think that you guys probably enjoy what you do. I mean, I think to myself, I still enjoy playing the ball every day that I go on the ball. And it's very important that you have fun and you enjoy it, because if you don't enjoy it, it's not worth it. So make sure whatever you're doing, whether it's playing tennis or whether it's even studying, I know it's hard to enjoy studying, but you know, it's still, you got to enjoy it, and you should look forward to hitting tennis balls every morning. And if you don't feel like that, don't come to the tennis court. I promise you it will be worse if you come and if you don't want to go, you know. So just enjoy it, and I hope, you know, we have a professional tennis player coming out of Singapore from this Indian school soon.
Thank you all.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and give a thunderous applause to Mr. Rohan Bopanna and Sania Mirza. A very good morning. Welcome to all the students and invited guests present here to yet another super exciting edition to the GIIS Leadership Lecture Series. It has been a fantastic experience for us at GIIS to be witnessing personally and learning from the leaders from all walks of life.
Today, we feel extremely delighted to welcome world-renowned tennis players, Mr. Rohan Bopanna, and our very own Royal Princess from Hyderabad, Miss Sania Mirza.
Rohan and Sania are role models for our present generation, and there is a lot we can learn from them. These determined sport icons. We will learn from them how they started their careers, which people played important role in their lives and their journey so far. We will also learn how the choices they took during school and college affected their careers.
This is undeniably an extraordinary moment in the history of GIIS students that we have on stage two very internationally acclaimed tennis stars who have made India proud in the world of tennis.
It is a great honor and indeed a proud moment on this edition of the GIIS Leadership Lecture Series today to have Mr. Rohan Bopanna and India's #1 in singles and doubles, Ms. Sania Mirza. Let's welcome them with a huge round of applause.
Today we have a solid audience a solid international audience for our world-class tennis players. We have over 100 aspiring young tennis players present with us in the audience today. We also have students from GIIS Balestier campus, East Coast campus, and Kuala Lumpur campus joining us today.
Through the GIS video conferencing, we have hundreds of GIS students watching us live from Tokyo, Kuala Lumpur, and from many cities in India.
Rohan Bopanna, currently ranked 30th in the world in the doubles ranking, is an extraordinary tennis player who needs no introduction. Mr. Rohan, we have a lot of aspiring tennis players and tennis fans who are eagerly waiting to hear you say something. We would humbly request you to share some thoughts on lessons that you have learned both on and off the court.
Good morning to all of y'all watching us from Kuala Lumpur and Tokyo as well. I've been in the same position where you guys have been, and sitting there listening to a lot of people, but I know to get to become a professional tennis player, you need a lot of hard work. And the hard work we have put in over the years, 6-7 hours of a lot of dedication to the sport, waking up every day for about 7 years. I've done it, waking up at 5 a.m. and having again 6-7 hours of tennis is that's the only way to become a professional tennis player or any professional athlete. You need total dedication, total commitment, irrespective whether you're playing tennis or any other sport. As long as you're fully committed to it, there's more chances that you will thrive and you'll represent your country one day. I'm wishing all of you all the very best, and hope Sania and me coming here can inspire you all a little bit, and we'll see a future tennis star from Singapore someday soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. I'm sure that must have inspired all the audience sitting over here. Sania Mirza, the beautiful and the most successful Indian woman tennis player, is here with us today. This shining star of India has won several Grand Slams and double titles. Ma'am, we are very delightful to have you here with us today. Ladies and gentlemen, and my fellow students, now is the moment we have all been waiting for. We call upon Sania Mirza to share with us on what was so special about her that distinguishes her from ordinary players. Please welcome her.
Well, first of all, thank you very much for having us here. Me and Rohan are very privileged to be in so much Indian company in a foreign land. So thank you. I think that as we grow up as kids, we always dream of one day representing our country in something that we do. Whether that's playing a sport or being the best at what you can be. You can be a doctor, you can be a teacher, you can be whatever you want, but you want to be the best that you can be, and that's how our dream started as well. And we are fortunate enough, and we feel very humbled and honored that we're able to represent our country and stand before all of you. in Singapore and still feel such a proud Indian and see so many proud Indian faces. So, all I want to say to you guys is believe in yourselves, believe in your dreams. Don't let anyone tell you can't do it, because me and Rohan both had enough people telling us, maybe him to play cricket like everyone else does in our country. And me, well, I, as a girl, was told time and again that I'll never get married because I would get really dark if I played in the sun. So as Indian girls, I think you guys know what I mean when I say that, because I used to get that from my aunts and uncles all the time of kitni kali ho jayegi, or kaun shadi karega, or all kinds of things. So don't let anyone tell you can't do what you want to do and what you love. I hope that I can come back one day, spend some more time with you guys. Are you guys all coming to watch the IPTL or not? How many of you guys watched our match last night? That's not a lot of hands. Okay, we're going to play at 7:30 tonight. So how many of you are going to watch it tonight? Yeah, that's what I like to see. All right, so we're here for a couple more days. I was here a month ago in Singapore. It was a lot of fun. I won the WTA finals, and it was an amazing experience to play in Singapore. I came here after maybe 15 years. And I'm back so soon already. So I hope to be here next year again for the WTA finals and for the IPTL. I'll see you guys soon. Thanks a lot. Believe in yourselves and don't let anyone tell you can't do anything. Thanks.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am, for those inspiring words. Mr. Bopanna and Ms. Sania are sports heroes who have dominated the imagination of the world, and they certainly reside in the heart of every proud Indian for conquering the barriers of race, religion, and geographical boundaries. I'm Anuraj, along with Asmita, and we welcome you all for a panel discussion here today. But before that, I would like to congratulate all of you on your IPTL win yesterday. Can we have a huge round of applause for them? Ma'am, there are many budding tennis players and die-hard Sania fans in our school who are waiting to know the secret behind your power-packed tennis. And one of them is Anant Gupta from Class 7F. And he asks, despite your hectic travel schedules, what kind of fitness regime do you practice on a day-to-day basis so that you can consistently play a high-energy sport like tennis? He also wonders, what are some of the challenges that you face while playing Grand Slam tournaments?
Well, I mean, let me tell you one thing. There's no secret to success. So you got to keep working hard, and if it doesn't work, you got to keep working harder. So that's one of the things that you always have to know. Secondly, I think, as tennis players, that's one of the challenges we face because tennis is such a global sport. We're traveling 30 weeks a year to different parts of the world and all over the world, and we're fortunate enough that tennis is played in 200 countries. So we get to play against so many people, but, fighting jet lag, playing with new conditions, new balls, new courts, it's all a challenge, and that's why tennis is such an amazing sport, and, that you have to not just adapt to opponents or different games, but you also need to adapt to all these things. I mean, I know people who come back from America and about 2 weeks later, they're still like, I'm so jet lagged. I mean, we're in 3 different countries by then. So, that's something that we as tennis players are used to. And you just got to keep fighting. Mentally, you got to be really strong. I think that's one of the things. I think Rohan will back me up on that. You got to believe. I mean, I think sleep, hunger and stuff comes secondary. Playing and performing and focusing comes first. So I guess that's, you got to prioritize somehow, and try to focus on what's important, which is trying to win and giving yourself a best chance to win.
Thank you, ma'am.
Sir, you're revered and reckoned as the Indo-Pak Express for your wonderful doubles partnership with Qureshi. We are keen to know, with Tanya Raja of 10IGC, the answer to this question. Do you think Indian tennis players have a better success rate in doubles? If so, what is the reason behind this, according to you?
I think if you ask any tennis player in the world, I don't think he starts off to being a doubles player. You always start off to, playing singles. I mean, if you see, for example, even Sania, who's been our best tennis player in India for so many years, representing in singles first, and then later on only she moved to doubles. And even me, only when in 2010, after playing a lot of singles, there was a big difference in my singles and doubles ranking, and I chose to play doubles because I still love this sport and I enjoy this sport, and that was the best way to play with the best players in the world. But the success in doubles, yes, India has had more success in doubles, no doubt. But I think everyone starts off, the right frame of mind by having that discipline and putting all that hard work and going to play singles. And I think it's just that later on in a career you make that choice, and that's how I made that choice to move into doubles.
Thank you, sir.
Our next question comes from Anushka of class 10, and she asks that India lacks many world-class tennis facilities and world-class coaches and programming. So what feedback would you give to our new Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, to make India a world-class tennis sporting nation? As well as how would you rate your achievements in terms of giving back to society and shaping future generations for sports?
Are you guys trying to get me in trouble here or what?
But that's a good question, whoever asked that.
Because I somehow get in trouble no matter whether I say something or I don't say something usually. So, no, I mean, actually, you're right. We don't have the facilities. I mean, 20 years ago when I started playing, honestly, I mean, believe it or not, I think Rohan will know, we used to play on courts made of cow dung. Like, I mean, we didn't have clay courts, or we used to play on crap, really. So, it was literally playing on that. And so to come out of that system and to become a tennis player from where we come from, that's why I think it's even more satisfying, because you come out of facilities that are non-existent. Obviously, now, 22 years later, it's a lot better. We have stadiums, we have facilities, but we still have a long way to go before we cope up with, the West. And I have tried to do my bit, and I've started a Sania Mirza Tennis Academy in Hyderabad, and hopefully we'll have, some people, because I was tired of answering this question, what about the facilities, what about who's the next Sania, who's the next so-and-so, and so I thought there's something we should do about it, and hence that academy, and that's a world-class academy. We have 12 courts and stuff, but we still have a long way to go. So, I mean, I think our Prime Minister, when I met him a couple of times in the recent past, he in fact asked me, do you have any suggestions for me? Thankfully, we have a dynamic leader in him, and he's ready to put so much into sport financially and emotionally as well. So he told us that whatever we need, to just let him know on a direct basis. And yeah, I think I'll do that instead of the mic, to be honest. But no, he's putting a lot of money into it, and I think that we're going to become a much bigger sporting nation.
Thank you, ma'am. Hopefully we see a lot of Sanias in the coming years.
Sir, you have won the Eklavya Award for making India proud in international tennis scenario. But would you please tell us, how do you handle pressure or de-stress yourself when you're representing India in international tournaments like Davis Cup? Of all the matches you have played so far, which one, according to you, is the most memorable one so far?
I listen to Bollywood music, to be honest, to de-stress myself. Before every match, the main idea is to just be relaxed. You shouldn't really think about the match too much. The more you think, the more the thoughts you have in your head. So, you have practiced so many hours, you're prepared so well for this very moment. So, you have the tools in yourself, to play at the big stage. So you just go out there and believe in your game and believe in yourself. And, that's the only way to play at these big tournaments. And for me, the day I was called to represent India in 2002, that was the biggest moment for me. I mean, when I started tennis, not only me, but my parents also, they wanted me to, play for India one day. So I still remember that I made my parents very proud that day. So that was a big moment for me, and I'm happy to be representing India still. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, sir.
Our next question is that all of us know that you're UN's Goodwill Ambassador for sports for women in India and the Asian subcontinent. So for you as a girl growing up, was it difficult embracing tennis as a sport, as a career sport? And what advice would you give to all of us at GIIS, especially the girls, to nurture a career in sports or tennis?
Well, I mean, like I said in my speech, I mean, I came from a city in Hyderabad which was really small at the time. I mean, now it's a very big city, but 22 years ago it was really small. a girl from a Muslim family to come out and play a sport was unheard of. We had a lot of cricketers in our family, but we came from a middle class house, it was not like we were extravagant or anything. So, of course, I mean, people first thought, acha, she's 6 years old, so she's just going to play. But as years went on, I kept playing. And I think my aunts and uncles thought, when is this going to end? I mean, she's going to be 16. We have to get her, we have to get her into something serious, because tennis is definitely not serious. And that's kind of the attitude that we carry, unfortunately, sometimes, especially towards girls, because I think that girls, there's a certain cultural barriers that we kind of, set for women and girls in this part of the world, not just in our country, but in this whole part of the world where, they feel that, oh, girls are only supposed to either be a teacher or be something conventional. And if you do something unconventional, then you're probably a rebellious person, or you're out of the box, or you're, I don't know, or, you're very, oh, wo to bahut, bahut nikal gayi ladki. It's kind of that kind of attitude. So that's something that we all face as girls, as that's our culture, unfortunately. But it's changed a lot, and you guys are fortunate, that you guys have parents who support you, in doing what you love. And that's all I always say, that, that's why it's hard to be a girl and come out of this kind of culture and do something unconventional and out of the box. So, yeah, those are the certain things I used to face. As usual, kali ho jayegi. I still don't know how to cook, and that's obviously frowned upon. I mean, I'm married for the last 5 years, and I'm like, sorry, you can come home, but I'm going to order in because I don't know how to cook, So it's, that kind of stuff. And, but hey, those same people came back to us now and apologized and said, I'm sorry. You've done, and I used to always get, what do you think you're going to do? You think you're going to play Wimbledon? You think you're going to be Martina Hingis? So that's why for me it was special when I actually beat Martina Hingis, because for me, yeah, you just got to believe. Like I kept saying it, for me, belief is the most important. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't do something, because if you believe and your parents support you, I think you can conquer the world.
Thank you, ma'am.
Sir, do you foresee Indian players superseding Western and European players? What can Indian players do to excel over Western colleagues?
I definitely see that, we can, oversee the, Western, all the players, all the tennis. If you see, for example, from China and Japan, we already have, a Grand Slam champion, Lina, who came, and has been doing fantastically well. Nishikori, who had reached the final of the US Open. We've had a few Indian players who have won, doubles Grand Slams, mixed doubles Grand Slams. So I think it's just a step forward. Like we have a great leader, Mr. Narendra Modi right now, who's really seeing the developing of our country. He wants to make everything thrive, and I think that's a huge step. I think the infrastructure in India also is getting better from the time I started and till today. So I think it's going to be a few years, but I definitely see that we'll be in par with them in the coming years for sure.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so looks like we have time for one last question, which comes from Rohan Rangarajan. And he recently heard that you're writing your own biopic soon. So will it be like a Milka Singh, or will it be something completely different? And is it true that you want Salman to play as your husband in the biopic?
I thought normally only the media asked us these questions.
Yeah. Geez, I mean, you guys are getting me in trouble in this school. No, I'm actually writing my autobiography, which is being written. We have about 26 chapters, which have been done. It's into editing. But fortunately, the media keeps my life so interesting that I have to keep adding chapters to it. So I still need to add 2013 and 2014, because a lot happened during that time. And so there'll be probably a few more chapters, since a lot happened. And I mean, who doesn't want Salman to be their husband? I guess. Who doesn't want Salman to? I mean, I have a husband, he's very handsome. But if I need someone to play that husband on screen, I mean, unless my husband wants to play it, which I think he doesn't, then yeah, Salman's fine. And I keep getting this question, and someone already said Shah Rukh Khan to play it in their biopic. So I just said Salman Khan, to be honest.
This has been a thoroughly informative and exciting interaction with Ms. Mirza and Mr. Bopanna today. We feel inspired and motivated by the words of wisdom you shared with us today. Our youth icons will now sign message posters for the school to capture these moments as beautiful memories for us to cherish always. We now request Sania and Rohan to kindly write an inspirational message for all our students across the 20 campuses.
Our tennis players are very eager to get your autographs. Could you please endorse some of the tennis balls for our budding players?
Go ahead. Oh, lel. Repeat it, repeat it, repeat it.
Our tennis players are very eager to get your autograph. Could you please endorse some of the tennis balls for our budding players?
It takes a really long time to write. You can go. Go ahead, go. Go ahead, go. Okay.
Say lucky.
Anybody else? Go ahead, dude. On behalf of Global Schools Foundation and the network of Global Indian International Schools, we sincerely thank you for taking time out of your busy math schedules. On behalf of all students, we request our chairman to present a token of our deepest affection, adulation, and gratitude to Ms. Sania Mirza and Mr. Rohan Bopanna. What's that? We are also thankful to the executive management for their support to the Leadership Lecture Series. We thank all the members of staff and students for being such a wonderful audience.
With this, we come to end of today's GIIS Leadership Lecture Series.
Now wait. Want to go and show stuff? Yeah, wait, not yet. Thank you, Ms. Mirza and Mr. Bopanna.